This is our legacy. A world cleansed by the very laws that birthed it. Towers of steel and ambition, now just bullets fired into the chest of the planet. The hell of fire and the heaven of ice. Two tombs for a civilization that dared to dream of the stars. The final battle was not on a field, but deep within the earth, where the last fortresses of humanity roared against the gravity of destruction. But the greatest question remains. What sound follows the final note in the symphony of life?
ISS, this is Houston. All systems nominal. Have a great day up there.
Every dawn, for 4 billion years, this planet made a silent promise, a perfect dance.
We tamed time, bent it into a tool. We believed we understood the rhythm of the cosmos.
Cabin crew, prepare for takeoff. We wove metal roads through the cloud layer, confident the ground beneath would always be there.
Even in the deepest abyss, our machines were the embodiment of control. We read the planet's history, carved in ice, yet forgot its most important lesson. A global neural network, operating on a single constant, the planet's spin. Speed, efficiency, progress. The new gods we worshipped. Even the smallest actions followed an immutable law, an absolute faith in physics. And then, Hishimi hints, the promise was broken. Time, as humanity understood it, was dead. An ancient god named Inertia had just awoken.
And it reclaimed everything that was in motion.
Earth had stopped, but its 7 billion souls and everything they had built had not. The atmosphere, now a supersonic blade, scraped the planet's surface clean. The bridges that connected continents of hope, now blown away like dust.
Our chariots of speed, now shrapnel in the greatest artillery barrage.
The first and final battle of the Ironbirds, built to fly, not to be thrown. The second enemy appeared, not from the heavens, but from the planet's own blue heart. The torch of liberty was about to face a tsunami, born from the laws of physics itself. The steel fortresses of the sea, icons of power, subjugated in an instant. This was not destruction. This was a cleansing. Inertia has no mercy. The planet's topography, shaped over millions of years, was being rewritten in hours.
Brace for impact. All power to stabilizers.
In the darkness, another battle raged. Titanium versus the pressure of an ocean gone mad.
The planet's green lungs stopped breathing in a single moment. A wall built to stop men, not the ocean itself.
We are losing altitude. Fire all thrusters. Maintain attitude.
The last fortress in the sky fought not to become the next shooting star. The empire on which the sun never set now sinks beneath an ocean with no dawn. Humanity's digital nervous system was self-destructing.
Seismic activity off the charts. Structural integrity at 80%.
Man hid in the mountain. The mountain itself was being betrayed by the planet. Water and rock were redrawing the world in the most primitive way.
the symbol of romance and art, succumbing to the pure violence of physics. The ancient ice gods awoke and joined the destruction.
Dive! Go deeper! It's our only chance!
Fleeing the storm on the surface by diving into another one in the deep.
A silent dialogue between the work of pharaohs and the fury of the planet.
Warning, meltdown imminent. The artificial suns we created, now poised to become our own bombs. The world fell silent. The continents could no longer speak to each other.
My God! It's all gone!
The only ones who could witness the world's end, yet were powerless to do anything.
The planet wasn't just attacked from without, it tore itself apart from within.
The initial fever had broken.
Phase 1 of the symphony was over. Echoes of the past, witnessing the collapse of the future.
But the quiet that followed was more terrifying than the roar.
Now the enemy was no longer motion, but stillness. The eye of the sun would not blink.
The planet was evaporating, one half turning into a colossal forge. Skyfire, the final punishment for a world that had lost the shadow of night.
Meanwhile, on the other side, a new ice age began. Not in thousands of years, but in hours.
The waves that once destroyed, now imprisoned in eternal ice.
No protective blanket remained. The cosmos now stared directly into the planet's wound. Earth's magnetic field, the Great Shield, had collapsed. Solar winds could now touch the surface.
Numbers that defined two versions of hell, separated by only a few thousand kilometers.
The ancient works, built of stone and patience, proved more durable than our towers of steel.
The coldest place on Earth, now an even colder, icier tomb. The planet forged giant mirrors to reflect its own destruction.
The atmosphere was freezing and falling.
A war against an invisible enemy. Temperature.
Another war against the absolute cold of the cosmos.
Our eyes in the sky were blinded.
The artificial stars were dead.
The cradle of civilizations, now a scar on the desert.
An inland sea had become a land of ice.
The planet was being poisoned by its own mother star.
Houston, it was an honor.
Humanity's last lighthouse in orbit had gone out.
Fire, cleansing fire. Ice, burying ice.
The border between two hells was a hell of its own.
The new ice age, faster than any model could have predicted. A beautiful, deadly, artificial creation.
Log entry. Day 1. We are alive, and we are trapped.
Survival, but imprisoned by the very thing that saved them. The greatest wound was not visible to the naked eye.
No filter. Just the naked truth of a star.
24 hours were almost over. The symphony was approaching its finale. The promise was to be renewed. But after what had happened, was it a salvation or a new curse? The second shock. An echo of the first destruction. Even salvation took the form of a catastrophe.
The planet brutally rebalancing itself. A new dawn. But the dawn of what kind of world?
The maps of the world had become useless.
A strange planet named Earth. The war was over. But did anyone win? The survivors. Heirs to a kingdom of ash. The only relic of a shattered dream.
We once measured our strength by what we built. Now, we measure it by what we have lost.
The prisoners of the abyss, now free in a larger prison. Earth was spinning. The promise was renewed.
Closer to the cosmos than ever, and more alone than ever.
Life would have to learn how to exist all over again. A new beginning. Or a surrender. Civilization may have died, but the planet did not.
A reminder that we are merely passengers on a colossal spaceship.
Humanity's journey was not over. It had just begun again.
But can the symphony of life